Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Thinking Pack episode 51. Now, it is very dark in here, as you can tell. So, this episode, we are going to be doing some different things. So, this episode is going to be an adjusting things episode. It's probably not going to be the only time we do this, and probably going to be the first part of a, two-part or more, I don't know. But in any case, so we need to adjust a few things and stuff like that. And by the way, stick around for the end of the video because I've got a new outro thing, sort of. It's a remix on the old one, so let me know what you guys think of it and stuff like that. But in any case, let's go ahead and get started on adjusting various things. So, this episode is adjusting things, so let's go ahead and do that. So first thing that you may notice is that it's very dark in here. Now, one thing I actually noticed was, I was watching somebody else's video and they had a very, very bright game, and they said something about it was the gamma, you adjust the gamma, and if you look actually in your game files, in your save, you got your options file, which saves all of your options and stuff. And it saves your video settings, and gamma seems to be this brightness slider. So if you have the brightness on moody, then the gamma, let me just double check the number, gamma is 0.0 is what it says. Or if you change the brightness all the way up to bright, then gamma is still 0.0. Hang on, let me change the, wait, what just happened? Hang on. It showed a change before. All of a sudden, it's because I need to actually save the Never mind. Okay, so gamma 1.0 now with brightness all the way on bright, and 0.0 with brightness on moody. So, and the difference you can tell if you go into, here, you can tell it looks like that right now with it on bright. If I change it down to moody, then it looks a lot darker. I don't know if you can even see anything. I can barely see anything. So I'm going to go ahead and change that up to bright, but if we actually go into the gamma, we should, I haven't tested this, but we should be able to go edit the save file, not the save file, but edit the options file and change the gamma up. So I'm just going to quit the world just to make sure that it doesn't mess anything up, and I will be right back. Alright, I set the gamma on 15 and it seems to have not done anything. Hang on, let me double check that. So here's the problem. So turns out that I have to actually restart the game. So if you go to change your gamma in your options file, you have to actually restart the game. But I changed the gamma, so what we saw before was that when brightness was moody, gamma was 0. When brightness was maximum brightness, then gamma was 1. Well, I changed gamma to 15, and now you can see we go outside, and it's still really bright, even though it is just barely sunrise. And inside, it is, okay, don't fall down, but inside it is super, super bright, even though it was fairly dark before. So in any case, I think this might be a little too bright by a long shot, but in any case, we know how to change the gamma now. And so it should make the videos a lot better. So I think I'm going to... Should I leave it like this for now, or should I go ahead and change it back to something a little more reasonable? I think I'm going to go ahead and check on what happens if I enter the video settings page and then click done. Does it bring the brightness back down? No, it doesn't appear to. So that is good. That is good. That is good. So that is a good thing for you guys to know if you guys are interested in that kind of a thing. So in any case, let's go ahead and walk around, and I think I'm going to leave it at that. So on to the next situation, the next task. What is the next task? Let me just check the notes over here. Okay, so we need to take this turtle and we need to adjust it a bit. So this turtle, for those of you guys who don't know, this lava turtle is a guy who he takes any buckets that come into the hopper or the chest over here, and he takes them and sticks them into the engine over there and gets himself sufficiently jammed by having a malfunctioning thing over here. Oh, and I probably should have put that in the other chest over there. So in any case, we need to adjust him a little bit because we were having a problem where if he goes ahead and gets another item into him, like let's say we manually put some coal coke into the engine over here, then the turtle will be like, oh, that's not a bucket, so it takes it out and sticks it down the pipe, and then it jams up the machines down at the bottom of the pipe over there, and so we need to fix that. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we need to do is very simple. Let's go ahead and terminate the program. Edit, what did we call it? Oops, sorry, directory, what did we call it? We called it fuelEngine. Edit fuelEngine. Okay, so what we need to do is very simple. I have, if I remember correctly, I have a function in there somewhere to say that if you run into something that you don't know what to do, just stick it in that chest over there. So we just need to change that to say stick it in the engine up above. So we just need to find out where it is in this program. That is the difficult part. So, not sure why deal with buckets as an empty function. That is a little interesting, but in any case, so what it does is it gets bucket from chest. That is what it does. And that's the function that it does. So let's check out get bucket from chest. That's this one. So get bucket from chest. So first it checks for an extra item in the engine up above, and then it checks for if it has a bucket in the inventory, and then it goes and if it has something in the inventory, then check what it is, and then check if it is a lava bucket. Yeah, that's part of what it is. Then, if it finds a lava bucket, then drop the item up into the engine, and then sleep, and then take the item out of the engine. And then, if it's not a bucket, then drop the item forward. So, that is what we need to change. We need to change it so that if it is not a bucket, don't drop the item forward, just stick it right up into the engine over there. So let's say instead of drop, let's say drop up. And that should work for what we want it to do, hopefully. Now, there's actually another problem with this engine at the same time. And so we'll have to see, because here's the problem with it. As you might be able to tell, so the way it's supposed to work is it's supposed to only ever have one bucket in the system. It's supposed to have in the Stirling engine have a bucket, or really wherever, but it's not supposed to have a bucket in the turtle as well as one in the Stirling engine, because that just jams up the system. So that is a question. How to fix that? There's got to be a way. So basically what happens is, if there's a bucket in the chest back here, or the hopper rather, and you restart the turtle, then there's a little bit of delay before the turtle actually... So how hoppers work, for those of you guys who don't know, how hoppers work is basically you go and you... Sorry, I just saw is that grass behind the... Yeah, that is grass. Why is there grass down there? That's weird. Oh, dear. I'm dead again. That is a dangerous place to be over there. That is a dangerous hole to have in the system. That is very, very dangerous. Okay, let's go ahead and head back down. So yeah, for how hoppers work, for those of you guys who don't know, hoppers basically they push items into whatever inventory they are next to unless they have a redstone signal that is being applied to them. If they have a redstone signal being applied to them, then what happens is they stop. Basically, they stop pushing items into the next inventory. So that is the idea. Now, the trouble that we're having is that the turtle is designed to produce a redstone signal, so that's good. But the trouble is, let's try this slot. The trouble is that the turtle produces a redstone signal, but there is a delay before it actually produces the signal. And so what happens is that you restart the turtle, and the hopper pushes an item into the turtle, which isn't supposed to be there, before the turtle has a chance to go ahead and turn the signal on so that it tells the hopper not to push the item. So that is a problem. Now, there's multiple ways of fixing that. And I think that the way we're going to go about doing that is, let's try actually, So let's go through the different ways. So there's the first way, which is, where are we? Down here, thank you. So there's one way we could, so basically the redstone, let's see where it is in the program. Edit, fuelEngine. Okay. So first thing it does is it sets the redstone output on the back to true. So that takes too long, though, for the turtle to start and have a chance to do that. So here's the thing. It starts with the redstone off. So the hopper pushes an item into the turtle. So what we need to do is tell it... So we could start it with the redstone on. So what we could do is have the turtle... So we could have a redstone torch, basically. So the torch produces an inverted signal. So we would have the situation where that torch is on unless the turtle tells it to turn off. And because the torch is on, pointing at the hopper all the time, that would mean there's a constant redstone signal on the hopper, which means that it wouldn't push items. Unless the turtle were to send a redstone signal, which turns the torch off, which then lets the hopper go do its item thing. So that is the idea that we could go for. That's one idea. And there's other ideas as well, but I think that's probably the best idea to go for. So let's go ahead and, not get stuck on the chest. Let's go ahead and do that. And first, let's check on our chemical machines. We have plenty of iron. We have, oh boy, we have a full chest. Let us go ahead and lettuce. We need to make some salad, apparently. But yeah, let us go ahead and check this out. By the way, I don't remember if I showed you guys this, but I actually got the quarry back running again. So let's just go over here. I'm not going to go ahead and look at the quarry right now because that's a big job. There we go. That's some items into the chest. But yeah, the quarry over there, it's back running again, so we should be getting some more diamonds at some point. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get a redstone torch. That's what we were after. Redstone torch requires wood. And the wood would be down here. And you know what? I actually kind of like it with this this extreme brightness. Although I think it is too bright with the gamma this high. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the gamma. Do you think it should be lowered a bit? I think it probably should be lowered a bit, just to because I want to still be able to. Where is the wood? Where is the wood? The wood is actually, we got two random colors of plank. Can you put two different colors of plank together and get sticks? Yes, you can. Excellent. What about, oh, redstone. There we go. Redstone torch. Nice. And we're good to go. So, yeah, basically I want to be able to see the difference in terms of, like, the dark places versus the light places, stuff like that. But the thing is that I don't want it to be too dark for the video. One thing is that often, especially if I go into a very dark place, it looks brighter on my screen than it does on the, in the video. So it can look very, very dark for you guys, whereas it's really not very dark for me. So that is a thing. So yeah, let me know if you think this is too bright or what. But in any case, let's go ahead and send some redstone out the side of the turtle like that. And now, let's go ahead and place some redstone down like, how are we going to do this? So let's stick the torch down like that. Redstone needs to connect. There we go. That's what I'm saying about there's no redstone output, so the torch is sending a signal. So I'm going to try going over like this, like this, like this, like this, and let's try some of this as well. Let's try, I think it would be better in this slot as well. And let's see, the redstone should go around this way. It needs to actually point to the hopper. So it needs to come from this angle over here. Oh, hello. Wrong button. There we go. So let's send the redstone around like this. And it's very nice having a spare pickaxe. That is very, very nice indeed. Okay, and redstone, 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 redstone. There we go. So now what will happen is once we get the program adjusted, what will happen is that the turtle will start with no signal, which means that the torch is on, and I think the torch is less of a delay than the turtle. Hopefully, we will find out. But in any case, that torch will send the redstone signal over to the hopper, which will stop the hopper from sending an extra item into the turtle and jamming up the system. And so it will do that, and the hopper will always be stopped unless the turtle wants an item. Then it will send a signal, which will turn the torch off, which will then allow the hopper to send an item through. So that is the idea. So let's go ahead and edit the program to do that. We no longer need redstone set output on the back, because the turtle, so what it was doing, the turtle was sending a redstone signal out the back to the hopper, but we no longer need it to do that. So let's go ahead and change it from back to left. Nope, that's not how you spell left. Let's get the letters in the right order. In English, it matters that you have the letters in the right order, not just having the right letters. All right, so that is to the left. So we want it to default to off. So let's just, I think we could delete this line completely, but let's just leave it there and call it false. So set output left false. We still want it to set the output on the top, because all that means is that it's going to send the redstone to the engine so that the engine will actually run when it has fuel. So that is the idea. So let's go ahead and check. Anywhere that it says back, we want to change. So redstone down here somewhere. Oh, redstone.set output back false. Okay, so deal with chest. So let's see. So I think what this function does, I think it cycles through the bucket and figures out the bucket, keeps sending it back into the engine until the engine actually uses the bucket and it becomes an empty bucket, and then it sticks the bucket into the chest over there, and then it goes, and it's like this this line here, until bucket in inventory is equal to 0. So basically it's like, oh, well, there's no longer any bucket in the inventory because I just stuck it in the chest. So that is the idea. And then it deals with it says deal with chest. I think it means the chest that's back here. I think I wrote that slightly wrong. We'll see, but in any case, redstone.set output. So I'm guessing this is the line. It turns the redstone off. The intention for that one was it turns the redstone off so that it can get a bucket when it needs it. So let's go ahead and set output on left to instead, let's set it to true. And then what that will do is when it wants an item, it will light this up, which sends a signal through and turns off that signal so that it lets the item through the hopper. And then we want it to also do set output on left to false, because here's the thing. So we want it to allow an item through, and once the item gets in here, at this point in the program, it won't do anything with it. It'll just leave it there, so we don't have to worry about getting multiple items in the engine, in the turtle. And then, so it delays for 1 second to make sure it has enough time for the bucket to get in here, and then it sets output to false again, which locks the hopper again so that the hopper can't send another item in, and then it starts dealing with the engine. So that is the idea. So is that all of the redstone functions? I think that is all of the redstone functions. Let's go ahead and check this out. Restart the turtle, and we should see that it is still jammed up because it was jammed up before, but we should see that once we go ahead and take that out, we should see that it will take out the empty bucket, and then it will go ahead and allow another item into the turtle, and we should see that it is working as planned. Whoops, wrong button. There's an empty bucket in the Sterling engine, and there's a lava bucket in the turtle. That is not good. That is not what we had in mind. What is the problem here? The problem is unknown. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so what is the problem? Is it that the hopper's not picking up the redstone signal over there, or because it should be working? So let's terminate the program and edit fuelEngine. Let's see. So what's happening right now is that it's putting a bucket into the Sterling engine and then immediately taking a bucket out of the hopper. Or is it actually, here's the question, is the turtle immediately taking the bucket out of the hopper? Or is the turtle instead, is the hopper pushing an item into the turtle? Or is the turtle taking an item from the hopper? Let's clean up the system. Maybe it just got out of sync. That might be the simplest explanation. So let's stick the empty bucket in there. Let's stick the full bucket in there. And let's see. Okay, so the hopper is not pushing the item. Like what I was wondering is the redstone actually connecting? The hopper's not pushing an item into the turtle, because otherwise there would be a bucket in there right now, which there isn't. So let's go ahead and restart. Now that the system is cleaned up, there's no extra buckets. Maybe it's just that it was out of sync. So let's go ahead and try that. And you can see down at the bottom of the screen, you can see that redstone there, so we can see if the redstone lights up at the wrong time or something. Restart. Okay. There we go. We've got a bucket in the turtle, and we've got... Oh, maybe the problem is just that it takes too long. I think the problem is that it takes too long, because there is more of a delay. It's not instant response, because you see here, what happens is that it lights this one up, and then there's a little bit of a delay before the torch actually turns on or turns off or whatever. And so I suspect that's what the problem is that it just is taking too long. So let's go ahead and edit the program again. Terminate, edit, fuelEngine, and let's see. Let's go ahead and change that delay down a bunch. Okay, so let's try that first. I'm just checking while I'm here. 0.1, I think that's the smallest we can do. I'm just checking while I'm here what happens. So the other possibility is that it's getting jammed up right here when it goes to sleep for 5 seconds, but I don't see how it could do that. Let's explore that option if it proves necessary. All right, so let's clean up the system so that we got no getting out of sync issues or anything, because this is about timing with where the buckets are when and stuff like that. All right, so let's go ahead and restart the turtle again. And okay, so the redstone was on for a very short amount of time that time. Oh, and it's working. Yes, so it was that it was on for too long. So it's sticking the bucket into the engine, and we should see, I'd like to make sure that this actually works, but we should see that when the engine has used the fuel, we should see that the turtle is basically going to take the bucket and throw it in there, and then take another item into it again. That is the idea, and we should see that work successfully. So in any case, that is the first task, or the first 2 tasks even, on the project. So let me just go ahead and, not on the project, but on the tasks that we have to do for today. Actually, the first 3 tasks, because we changed the gamma as well. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about the brightness. I think it's a little too bright. I might change that in between episodes. But in any case, so that is... We told the fuelEngine turtle to put any unknown items into the engine, such as coal, coke, or anything like that. We adjusted the gamma on the game here. And that is a fair amount done. We also edited the function over here. And we should see that it is about to take the bucket and do its thing with the bucket over there. Come on, come on, use the fuel. Use the fuel, please. Use the fuel, please. Hello, hello, use the fuel, please. Use the fuel. I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna hide the GUI so that you can see at the bottom of the screen, there's the redstone. Oh, actually, it doesn't work that way when you have the inventory open. Come on, use the bucket. Use the bucket, please. Use the bucket, please. I want to see the thing happen. I want to see the thing work properly. Come on, come on, come on, come on, engine. Come on, come on, come on. What are you doing? You're waiting. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Apparently, it's still got a fair bit of fuel in it. So in any case, while we are waiting for the engine, that is, this has been a Thinking Pack episode 51. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This is a bit shorter of a video than usual, but I actually am very low on time, and I've got to pre-record a bunch of videos, so I need to be on a very tight, is it timetable? Is that the right word? I don't know, but I have a very tight schedule. Oh, okay, so we should see, okay, we just saw that the redstone flashed briefly, and stuck a bucket into the turtle, and we should see that that bucket goes and gets put into the engine. Nope, it is completely broken. It is completely broken. What seems to... Okay, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Some of you guys might have seen this coming already. Okay, edit fuel engine. The problem is we told it to take any... It wasn't a timing issue. We told it to take... Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay, we told it to take any unknown items and stick it into the engine. And seeing as an empty bucket, it's an unknown item, it stuck that into the engine as well. Okay, that is good to know. So what we need to do is add another phrase here. That would be the problem. That would be the problem. Else if. So what that means is it checks first if it is... which one is it checking? It's check... Oh, okay. If iteminfo.name, it checks this first. If iteminfo.name is lava bucket. So if it is a lava bucket, then it will deal with it as we want it to deal with a lava bucket over here. And otherwise, if it is, let's do the same thing, except let's change it to an empty bucket. Else if item in... did I type it right? No, I didn't. If iteminfo.name is equal to Minecraft colon, and what is it called? That is the question. All right, let's go ahead and find out. Let's go ahead and open it in another turtle so that we don't get, so that we can keep the same screen that we had before. So there should be another turtle. Do we have them still in our other base over there? That is the question. That is the question. Down here, we might have the turtles down here so that I can check them fairly easily. Let's jump down here successfully. Okay, that is good to know. Good that we did that without dying. Yes, we do have plenty of turtles. Okay, so let's go ahead and check here. Lua. Turtle.inspect the item. What does it call this? No, that is the wrong function. It checked what is outside of the turtle, what is in front of it. Inspect slot, is that the right function? Nope, that is not it. Turtle dot attack down, compare, detect, dig, down, drop, equip, forward, fuel, item detail. That is it. Turtle dot get item detail. Turtle dot get item detail. Minecraft colon bucket. Okay, that is what we need to call it. So let's go ahead and head back up. Whoop, this way. Let's go ahead and head back upstairs and adjust this one more time. Adjust this one more time and add the case of the empty bucket because it is sticking any unknown items into the chest, not into the chest, but into the engine. So it was actually working exactly as we told it to do it. We just didn't tell it to do it how we had intended for it to do it. So let's go back up here and head back up here. And then over here, and already. So now let's go ahead and Minecraft bucket. There we go. Then, let me just see if there's anything... Okay, then. So let's actually tell it then. So if it finds a bucket that is not a lava bucket, just a plain empty bucket, then do... Okay. Turtle dot drop. That will drop it into the inventory in front. And so that will be good. So now what it does is it now checks. If it is a lava bucket, then it deals with it as it should deal with a lava bucket. If it is an empty bucket, then it goes ahead and sticks it into the chest in front of it. And if it is something else, then it puts it in the engine. So that is the situation. So let's go ahead and save, exit. Let's go ahead and unjam the system to start with. So it was actually programmer error. It wasn't actually the turtle that was at fault here. So let's go ahead. Actually, let's start it with item in the engine up here, just to see if it will get clogged. I don't think it will. It takes the empty bucket out and then requests another bucket. And we should see, so the empty bucket is now heading down the pipe, and we should see that there is a lava bucket in the engine and nothing in the turtle. And it should successfully, and we'll see this in the future episodes, but it should successfully keep filtering the items through now that it knows to actually get rid of the empty buckets. So that is the idea, and it seems to be working successfully. So we successfully completed this program, and it works successfully. Because if you try to complete something successfully, you want it to actually be successfully completed. So in any case, now, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so next time we're going to be doing some more random, like, stuff, improving things that we already have set up and stuff like that. So see you guys later. Bye-bye!